Hey everybody, Linus here, and today we're diving into the world of networking with a closer look at ARP, the Address Resolution Protocol. You know how we use addresses to send mail? Well, computers use IP addresses to send data across networks, but there's a catch. At the hardware level, network devices use something called MAC addresses, which are like unique fingerprints for each device. That's where ARP swoops in like a superhero. It acts as a translator, converting those IP addresses into MAC addresses so devices can communicate effectively. Think of it like this: you want to send a package to your friend. You know their name and address, but the postal service needs their specific mailbox number to deliver it. ARP is like the system that figures out the mailbox number, MAC address, based on the street address, IP address. Without ARP, our computers would be lost in a sea of IP addresses, unable to send or receive data. So, let's give a big shout out to ARP for keeping our networks running smoothly. Without ARP, our devices wouldn't know where to send data packets. It's like trying to send a letter without a street address. ARP makes sure our data gets to the right destination every time. Okay, so how does ARP actually work its magic? It's all about requests and replies, like a quick conversation between devices. Let's break it down. First, imagine your computer wants to send data to another device on the network. It knows the IP address, but it needs the MAC address. So, it sends out an ARP request, like a broadcast message saying, "Hey, who has this IP address? What's your MAC address?" Then, the device with the matching IP address hears the request and responds with an ARP reply saying, "That's me, here's my MAC address." Now, your computer has the MAC address it needs and can send the data directly to the correct device. It's like your computer asking, "Who's got the pizza?" And the device with the pizza saying, "Over here." Then the pizza delivery person, data packet, knows exactly where to go. To make things even more efficient, computers keep a handy little table called the ARP table, or ARP cache. This table stores recently learned IP to MAC address mappings. Think of it as your computer's address book for the network. When it receives an ARP reply, it jots down the IP address and corresponding MAC address in its ARP table. Next time your computer needs to send data to the same device, it checks its ARP table first. If it finds the MAC address, it can skip the whole ARP request process and send the data directly. This table helps speed up communication by avoiding unnecessary ARP broadcasts. It's like having your friend's phone number saved so you don't have to ask for it every time you call. Section 4. ARP spoofing when things go wrong. Now, like any good technology, ARP can be vulnerable to attacks. One such attack is ARP spoofing, also known as ARP poisoning. In ARP spoofing, an attacker sends fake ARP replies to your computer, associating their own MAC address with the IP address of a legitimate device like your router. Your computer, unaware of the trickery, updates its ARP table with the incorrect information. This allows the attacker to intercept your network traffic, potentially stealing sensitive information. It's like someone sneakily changing the name on your friend's mailbox, so they receive your mail instead. To protect against ARP spoofing, you can use security measures like static ARP entries, manually configure your ARP table with trusted IP to MAC address mappings, and ARP inspection. Use network security tools to detect and block suspicious ARP activity. Section 5. ARP in the real world. From browsing to gaming. ARP might seem like a behind-the-scenes protocol, but it plays a crucial role in many everyday networking activities. When you visit a website, your computer uses ARP to find the MAC address of the web server hosting the website. In online games, ARP ensures that your gaming device can communicate with the game server and other players. And when you share files on a local network, ARP helps devices locate each other and transfer data. Basically, anytime you're doing something on a network, chances are ARP is working its magic in the background. Section 6. Conclusion: the unsung hero of seamless connections. So there you have it, ARP, the unsung hero of networking. It might not be the most glamorous protocol, but it's essential for seamless communication between devices on a network. From translating IP addresses to MAC addresses, managing ARP tables, and even facing security challenges like ARP spoofing, ARP plays a vital role in keeping our digital world connected. So, next time you're browsing the web, playing games online, or sharing files with friends, remember to give a silent nod to ARP, the protocol that makes it all possible. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, keep those networks humming.